day 115. I'm now at work. I'm doing a morning shift, so came here at 7, gonna finish at 2:30. Today I have a bunch of things to learn, a lot of back-end stuff. I had a great call with Tyson and someone else in the community, Orion, and basically Tyson would just show me how to set up Zapier, and he dropped some gems on there. One of the things that I need to do is learn how to actually use it. I'm gonna jump on a call with him tonight, 11 p.m, so I can find out how to do that. And then there's a bunch of other back-end stuff that I need to learn how to do. What I want to do is after work, I'll go home, probably eat quickly, then go to the library ASAP and get my debug session there and brainstorm some ideas for my call with my creator tomorrow. But the good thing is, remember yesterday I was talking about how I want to find out how to set up the payment links so that it's connected to both of our, so basically I can add my client to my Stripe account so that, you know, when the payment comes in, it's all transparent and everything's fine. Literally said, it took me 2 YouTube videos, 1 search on YouTube, two YouTube videos, and now I know how to do it. Instead of bothering someone else and asking them how to do it. That's a nice little win. I've got some really good ideas on how to improve retention because I'm still watching the school games, the 1-day lessons. Now I'm halfway through retention, but because I'm at work, I'm not really able to focus too tough. So I'm gonna watch that later on. Plus I don't have my notebook, so I'm just trying to take notes in my head, but I'll watch it again and write down notes. That's the plan for today. And right now, what is the time? It is 9:01 a.m. It's the end of the day now, of day 115. I came back from work at 2:30, and I'll be so real, not that I wasn't able to do any work, but I didn't do any more work because when I came back home, I got hit with some heavy news. And it wasn't to do with growth operating, it was just personal stuff. The news definitely shocked me and it needed my attention. That's what I've been doing for the last literally 7 hours, because it's 9:30 right now. It's not like bad news, don't worry. It's something, it's life changing, but it doesn't really have anything to do with growth operating. It's just life. Just been one of those days. I'm happy that when I went to work, I did do quite a bit of work, no pun intended, when it comes to just doing my research and finding out how to do a couple things. I now know how to set up Zapier for automations. That's something that I've been wanting to learn. What else? I now know how to add my client to my Stripe account so that our payment links can go to one account. And and I was able to watch the marketing module on school for the 1-day thing on the school games, which is great. Tomorrow's gonna be back to normal schedule. I'm gonna wake up early and get some work done. I'm gonna go to the library because tomorrow the library is gonna be open. I'm gonna do a 2-3 hour deep work session and then come back, and yeah, this is crazy. One day it'll make sense, but right now I'm not gonna speak about what has happened today, but it's something huge. Definitely this time next year people will know what it is, because anyway, that's what's happened today. Short video today. And little side notes, this is random, but I do think it's important, and I like the message. Today me and my mum were watching Discovery, just showing how all the animals are constantly migrating to feed and to eat food so that they don't starve to death. And I'm shocked the amount of land animals, the amount of airborne animals, the amount of fishes in the sea and the oceans travel thousands and thousands of miles just to eat. And yeah, the message that I got from that is like, you can't afford to stay still. If you stay still, you're gonna starve to death. The way David Attenborough is explaining it on the documentary is, as soon as one of them was a newborn chick is born, but of course when it's born, it don't have the strength and its wings are not big enough for it to fly, and and all of its food comes from the sea and the ocean, but it's born onto the land. The mom goes and flies into the sea, and then the chick has to make it from the log where it was born or hatched, and then make it into the water. And that by itself is a challenge, because there's holes and there's branches and there's little predators that can catch them on the way. Already that's the journey from hatching to the water. And in the documentary it shows you like a bunch of chicks just get licked off, like they die on the way. And then the ones that make it to the water, they go in there at night, so they're swimming blind, and they have to find their mom by like their noise and stuff, right? And then they finally find the mother, and then they have to swim for 70 kilometers. First day of being hatched. I don't know if it's the first day, but it's a newly hatched bird. 70 kilometers to make it to the open sea. Once it makes to the open sea, it eats krill. Then from there, it swims a further 1,000 kilometers all the way up north to go get the real food. And it just shows you, like, you just gotta keep moving. If you just decide, I'm just gonna chill and I'm just gonna stay still, and like the food is supposed to come to me. For this example, you think the creator's gonna come find you. As a beginner, no creator's gonna find you. No creator's gonna find you. You gotta go out there and find them. And yo, these documentaries are crazy. If you see the things that these animals are going through just to find a meal, it's crazy. Even with the polar bear, they were showing the polar bear was hunting seals, and this was a young polar bear, so it wasn't, its hunting skills were like low-key trash because he kept messing up. And he was just saying, every time they fail to catch a seal, they have to adjust for the next one. And you gotta think about it like that. Like, when you jump on these calls with the creators, when you send out DMs, when you get ghosted, you have to just see what you did wrong and then move accordingly, make the necessary adjustments so that when you go on to the next one, you're a little bit better. And that's how it goes with everything. I'm saying, even in the animal kingdom, you see how brutal things are. You see how brutal things are, man. And even though we live in a society and everything like that, and even my mom was saying, even with humans, it's the survival of the fittest. I've always said, every single day I have this mental edge, because I know that every single day a bunch of growth operators, or whatever you want to call it, a bunch of people just quit because they can't survive. It's too much for them. They send 20 DMs, no one gets back to them, they get discouraged, they quit, they move on to something else. That's fine, that's less competition for me. At least when I was doing outreach, that's how I was thinking about it. It's the survival of the fittest, man. It is really the survival of the fittest. And the first couple goes are going to be trash, and that's when you learn the most. People want to be amazing at the very first go. I've never thought that. I've always known that my very first go is going to be my worst go, but I have to get through that stage to learn, so that when I finally move on to my second, third, fourth go, I'm way better. But you have to go through the BS at the beginning. Survival of the fittest, that's what I'm calling this one. Calling day 115 survival of the fittest. And yeah, that's how I got. Yo, just keep moving. Keep moving. I'm saying, you done your outreach, no one got back to you today, keep moving. No one got back to you, keep moving. I'm a perfect example. How many days of outreach have I done to get my second creator? More than 60 days. I was doing outreach for 2 months. More than 60 days of outreach. And this is me testing new things. It wasn't even me like, following the crowd and writing scripts and all that other BS. No, it was me testing different things. 60 days, guys, but I just carried on going. Anyway, that was today. Shout out to everyone that's doing outreach. Shout out to everyone that has got their client, and shout out to everyone that's making a little bit of money with this. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and whatever's happening, I know personal life stuff happens as well. And then sometimes people reach out to me and they're like, I'm still in college, or I'm still in secondary school or high school, and you know, this and this is happening. How should I deal with it? How do you deal with your thingy? And that's also a part of the journey that people don't really talk about. And I don't really mind talking about it. Obviously not going into detail what's happening, but yeah, it happens as well. And that can weigh you down a little bit too. But like I just said, I have to keep going. Because if I stop, then I'm fucked. But anyway, look on the bright side. Once I carry on going with the whole finding the client thing, took taking me 100+ days to get my disc creator. I just gotta carry on going. God willing, it's not another 100 days, but I just gotta carry on going, and then eventually I'll make my first sale, get my first 10 sales, make my first 100 sales, make my first, now it's not even my first online dollar. Well, let's say first online dollar with a creator, and then my first $10. I'm in England, why am I saying dollars? £10, then £100, then £1,000, then finally 10K. That's gonna be the big video that blows up. But I gotta start from somewhere. That is it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Tomorrow should be a much more focused, productive day. See you guys in the next video, and all love.